will be extremely secretive. Not even a lot of people know about it. So I want you guys to make sure you do not go on the platform. If you go on the platform, it will crash only. I want you guys to do it later. When less number of people go, it will work as simple as that. All right. So do not visit the platform right now. Any of the AI tools, do it later. List of it will be given to you. On that note, the platform that I'm talking about, which can help you convert an outline or any text into a presentation, is called Gamma.application. Gamma.application is a platform which can help you create stunning presentations in less than 30 minutes, and that too just with the help of some text. Whatever text you have, it will help you convert it into a beautiful presentation, all with the help of AI. And let me show you the power of it with the outline that we have generated right here. So guys, all I'm going to do is copy the entire outline. This entire outline that we have, all of this, all right? I'll just simply copy all of this. Right click, copy. That's it. All I have to do is right click and copy this outline. Easy. Now, I will go to this platform called Gamma.application. And guys, Gamma.application, if you open it up in an income, let me just show it to you. You can use it for absolutely free every single month for a certain number of presentations. So it's a freemium tool where you can use it every single month up to a certain number of presentations for absolutely free. So you can sign up for free later. It will require you to verify OTP, all of those things. You can do all of that later. For now, I have logged into my account and let me show you how it works. By the way, before you ask me, if your company has a certain branding, certain color that they use, you can actually customize that also. So you can add your own theme. For example, Skill Nation's logo is of blue color. My company's logo is of blue color. So I can choose all of it right here by creating a new theme. I can choose the font that I want to have for my entire presentation. So I can customize all of that. But the main feature is this AI create new feature. If I click on it, it will allow me to do either of the following three things. So for example, I can go ahead and paste some kind of text. When I do that, it will convert it into a presentation. It will expand upon that. I can simply go ahead and generate a presentation by giving some topic. But this second option will give you some generic presentation because there is no specific detail given to the entire platform. So second option is a good thing if you want to quickly have a PPT. If you want to have a very specific detailed presentation for your work, I don't use the second option. I would recommend you to use the first one. The third option is going to allow you to import an existing presentation and improve it with the help of AI. So let's go ahead and look at the first option where we can put our outline. All right, we can go ahead, put our outline and create a PPT out of it. I will simply click on the first one, which is paste in text. I will go ahead and paste my entire text just like this. Then it will ask me, what do you want to make? Do I want to make a presentation? I can make a website also, and I can create a Word document also. I will go with a presentation and I will click on continue. Once I click on continue, it will go ahead and ask me a lot more details about how I want to present my data. Do I want to have a lot of text, little bit of text? Do I want to specifically write for a domain or a profession? For example, e-commerce industry. Or at the same time, do I want to make like a very casual PPT, professional tone, informative or analytical tone? If I choose analytical, I will have more numbers and data and statistics. Then I can choose the language also. I can choose how do I want my image. Do I want my image coming from Google or do I want it to come from AI generation? All of this can be customized the way you want it. If you want to have more number of slides, you can do that. 10, 11, 12, 8, 7, 5, whatever you want. You can choose it. For now, because I have said 8 slide in my chat GPT, I will also select 8 and I will click on continue. Now see what happens. It will also give you the option to choose the design. So you can go here and choose any design that AI has been giving you, or you can choose your own design if you have added that earlier. That is your own custom theme. Remember, let's say I go with something like, let's go with, how about this one? This looks good. Let's this. And now if I click on generate, see what happens. Or let's go with this one because Flipkart is yellow color. So let's go with this color. All right. The moment I click on generate, you will see something that you have never seen before. The moment I click on generate, you will be having AI create the entire presentation for you. So I have clicked on the generate button. Now you will see that you will be having AI step by step slowly create the entire presentation for you. Go ahead and drop in a WOW wow in the Zoom chat if you have found this to be super amazing. My hands are here and you can see everything has been typed by AI. My hands are here. I'm not even doing anything. Competitive landscape, Amazon's dominance, Flipkart's impact on Flipkart's Big Billion Days, pricing strategies, customer preferences, comparison of different offers, strategies to counter Amazon's festival. Everything has been done with the help of AI. Again, if you see my camera, Flipkart Supercoin. Imagine the kind of information that you can have. Verify the information manually. You can't just wake up one day, use it, and then go and present. You have to verify the information first of all. So make sure you do that. And I know a lot of companies will be like, or a lot of people will be like, sir, I can't use this presentation. Why? Because it is on a platform. My company will not allow it. My company only uses presentation. How many of y'all have this restriction? Drop in a yes if you have this restriction. How many of y'all have this thing? Sir, external platform I can't use. Yeah. Let me show you something which is amazing. What if I told you, you can actually go ahead, click on the three dot towards the top right corner and export this entire presentation into a PowerPoint. The moment you export the entire presentation, if you click on export to PowerPoint, within 1 minute, the entire presentation that you have online will be converted into an editable PPT, not a photo, editable PPT that you can then later customize, modify, add more information, subtract information, whatever the case is, and then present it to your management in your local PowerPoint. How about that? How many of you all have now found your solution? Let me know in the Zoom chat by dropping in a yes. Happy with this? Yes, there you go. Now you see this presentation has been downloaded. Everything can be customized. This is the entire presentation. You see this photo, image, everything. I can customize this. There you go. I can change the background. I can change the font color, everything. How about that? All right. So you can actually go ahead and customize everything and even download it the way you want. And this is going to help you save hours of your time. Would you agree? Whenever all of you all who are making presentations every single week of your life, how many of you all agree that you can use this entire tool for your next meeting and save hours of your time? Forget 3 hours throughout the entire workshop. Have I been able to save you a ton of hours just with the first AI tool? Yeah. Can we go ahead and look at something even better? Now, guys, here's the thing. When it comes to presenting this data, I'm sure you would agree, we are not at this stage where some robot will come and present the data for us. So far, at least, right? In the future, you never know. But right now, if you have to present your data, you will have to do it yourself. You will not have a third person or a robot come and present your data. So even if this PPT is made by AI, presentation you only have to do. How many of you all at this point have no hiccups or no nervousness or no shyness to agree with the fact that at this point in your life, you might not be the best presenter of your office. You are willing to improve, but at this point, how many of you all do not consider yourself as the best public speaker and the best presenter of your office? Be honest and drop in a yes. There is no price for lying at this point. If you think you are not the most qualified, it's okay. We are here to learn. Does that make sense? Yes? Let's do this. All right. So all of y'all, first of all, thank you so much. It takes a lot of guts to admit that, okay, you have some scope of improvement. And that makes me really happy for all of y'all dropping in a big yes. Thank you so much. All of y'all, I hope you want to have something that can help you improve your communication skills. If you do, let me know in the Zoom chat. Do you want to learn a secret tool which can help you improve your communication skills and be like the top 1% of public speakers? Do, I have something for you. And this again is something that you can use from tomorrow onwards to become the better version of yourself and ultimately, with a bit of practice, be the best version of yourself. The tool's name is going to be, ready for this? The platform which will help you do all of this is called Udly.ai. Udly.ai is going to be the AI tool that will allow you to improve your speech, communication, and your presentation skills and impress everyone in your office meetings. Let me go ahead and show you how Udly.ai works. Udly.ai is an AI tool where you can just log in and practice with the help of AI for your meeting, interview, presentation, everything. Let me show it to you. Have a look at this, guys. Right here, I have a platform called Udly.ai. And Udly.ai is something that you can also sign in for absolutely free. It will allow you to use, the entire platform for free for 10 times every week. So unless and until you have more than 10 presentations, you can always use it for free forever. All right. So as you can see, I have never used it in this way. You can use it for 10 times from this point onwards. Now, when you sign up, you can again verify OTP, all of that. You can do all of that. How that works. Right here on the top left corner, you have something called as practice. You can practice for an interview. You can practice for a presentation or a conversation. If you're going to go to a networking event, you can use this as well. Or you can even upload a Zoom recording or a Google Meet or a Microsoft Teams recording to see where you could have improved in that meeting. You always have this thing, right? Whenever we are actually after the meeting, thinking about the meeting, we would always be like, oh, I could have said this. I wish I spoke about this earlier, isn't it? This can also help you understand where you could have improved. Let's take the example. Let's take a live example. Let's take example of a presentation. Let's say I'm presenting the Gamma application PPT, right? I will click on presentation and I will present my camera. All right, there you go. So, hello, Jatan Shah. All right, and my voice is automatically being captured from my mic. Now, all I have to do is click on the start button. See what happens. For the next 30 seconds, I will talk. I will talk anything and everything in the entire world about Flipkart, Amazon. And then let me show you how this works. Okay, so have a look at this. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Okay, start 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, my name is Jatan Shah, and I am going to present on the topic Amazon's Great Indian Festival and its implications on Flipkart's business. Flipkart is a competitor of Amazon, and both of them have its own different festivals to cater to the Indian audience's requirements. I will be talking about how Amazon presents different kinds of offers, discounts, bulk, I would say, offerings to help its customers purchase more and increase its revenue as well. How about that? All right. So I'm just going to blabber for the next few seconds until I have 3, 2, 1. There you go. All right, I'm going to just stop. I had no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just going to stop now. Okay, now see what happens, right? I spoke for 47 seconds. The moment I click on view analysis, see what will happen. Within a few seconds, you will have an entire transcription of whatever you have spoken coming below. You see this? All of this done for you. Now, along with the transcription, which you can copy directly, imagine having all of this given to you. Everything is right here in front of you. Guys, have a look at this. This is the kind of insight that no human being can give you. I challenge you that. No human being can give you insights like this. I guarantee you. Not even Shashi Tharoor. Have a look at this. Right here. If I go to analytics, word choice, it will tell me if I have repeated any kind of word. So for example, if I have said different together, I can actually go where I have spoken about different. If I click on play instance, it will take me to the 23rd second where I've actually spoken about different. It will tell me to avoid repetitions. If I have used any kind of filler words like all of that, it will tell me where I have used it and to avoid using it. The percentage of filler words as compared to my overall speech. It will also tell me if I have used any kind of weak words. What are weak words? Words which are not very professional. Just, so, like, all those words. It will tell me all about that. It will also tell me any places where I could have been more concise. Instead of speaking a lot, I could have just put the point forward in a very quick manner with less number of words. How about that? At the same time, it will also help me understand wherever I have started with the same word. So normally you don't want to start a sentence with the same word. So I've started 2 sentences with all right, which is not something that I should have done. It will also tell me, can you imagine this? A human being doing this in 45 seconds? Impossible. It will tell me if my pace was fast, slow, or proper. So I'm speaking in a proper tone. According to AI, I'm in a good manner, in a good pace. My pace has increased or decreased like this over the entire duration. And I can record for 2 hours also. It will take some more time to analyze, of course. But if I record for 2 hours also, it will analyze my entire 2 hour speech also. How about that? It will tell me any places where I have taken any kind of pause. So anywhere I have taken a pause shows that I'm not very confident about that particular information. So I can go there and practice once again. It will actually tell me all my strength, my growth areas, and it will also tell me follow-up questions. So you can literally prepare for a meeting because you will also be having AI generated follow-up questions. For example, can you provide some specific examples of the different kinds of offers and discounts that Amazon offers during its Great Indian Festival? How many of you all feel this is literally a magical tool for you to improve your presentations, the way you speak in public, the way you speak in a closed conference room as well? How many of you all feel at this point that if you start using this from your next meeting onwards, you, my friends, stand to literally be the best presenter of your office in the upcoming few weeks? Using it once will not make you a great presenter, but using it continuously, I guarantee you, will make sure you become the best version of yourself. How many of y'all agree? Let me know in the Zoom chat by dropping in a big yes. Do you agree with that fact? Yeah. I'm going to be very straightforward, honest with you guys, isn't it? You can't use this tool once and be the next Shashi Tharoor. You can't do that. But if you use it multiple times, you will become a great orator. I promise you that. All right. Perfect. All right. Awesome. This is the one tool that I personally use a lot. So if you find the way I speak right now really good, it's all because of Udly.ai as well. All right. Now, guys, here's the thing. I have shown you how to prepare presentations, how to deliver them also. Now let's solve one more problem that you might be facing in your work. How many of you all here on a routine basis have to read a PDF or a book or any kind of report so that you work or you complete a task in your job? I'll give you an example. So for example, my background is from finance, right? So as someone who comes from a finance background, I had to actually go ahead and read a lot of annual reports, investor presentations of different companies to make decisions on what to buy and what to not buy. How many of you all here also read PDF or report on a continuous basis for your work? Let me know by dropping in a big yes. And if you do, would you like to have a secret tool which can help you complete all your research? If you are a researcher, a PhD student, a project assignment, without reading lengthy PDF or report or books? Let's do this. I'm going to show you something. You will be like, sir, why didn't you show this to me a year back? I would have saved so much time. I promise you that. I will ask you also, how many of you all feel like that in the next 5 minutes? So what is this tool? The name of this tool is called, ready for this? Chatwithpdf.ai. Now again, it's a very secret tool. You go to this platform, it will crash. I want you guys to not go on the platform. So I can give you an example. It's a very secret tool. Make sure you go to it later. All right. It's called chatwithpdf.ai, and it can literally make your research work 100 times easier. It can be used to get answers from any PDF or book without reading them at all. Let me go ahead and give you an example. Guys, right here, I have an investor presentation for Tata Motors. I hope everyone knows what Tata Motors is, right? Tata Motors has this investor presentation on its website. Now, my boss asked me to find out the answer to a certain question. And the question was, find out all the details of the new Range Rover Sport. Range Rover Sport is the name of the vehicle. Find out all the details about it. Now, I don't want to go through 57 pages of this PDF just to get that one information. So what will I do in that case? I will go to chatwithpdf.ai. And when I do that, I have the option to actually just go ahead and put my entire PDF. I can go ahead, get PDF, document, PPT, everything is there. I can just go with my PDF, PPT, document, anything is fine. The moment I put it right here, all right, it will upload right here, and I can go ahead and chat with the entire PDF as well. Now, this will take a few seconds to happen. So I have actually done it already to save you some time. The question that I have that I want to ask this platform is the following, which is, can you tell me all the details about the new Range Rover Sport? So this is the information that I want to have with the help of this PDF that I'm having. So all I have to do is copy this question. Okay, I'll go ahead, copy this question, go here, and do you see this? It will actually go ahead and load my entire presentation, my entire PDF here. Now, all I have to do is either get a summary. If I want a summary, I can get directly a summary. But if I have a question, I can simply say, tell me details about the new Range Rover Sport. And I can simply ask and literally talk to my PDF as if I'm talking to Google. Can you imagine that? All I have to do is put in a question, and do you see this? In less than 10 seconds, it will give me all the information from everywhere, from each and everywhere. And do you see this? Everything is there in front of me. Each and everything about the new Range Rover Sport. How awesome is that? And guys, have a look at this. Right here, if I know where the information is. So if I just go to page number 23, have a look at this. Okay. Here I have the information of the new Range Rover Sport. Everything is absolutely spot on. For example, the new Range Rover Sport is the third generation of the Range Rover Sport. Third generation. And do you see this? It is the third generation of Range Rover Sport. It is described as the most desirable, advanced, and dynamically capable version yet. And do you see this right here? Let me just show it to you. It is the most desirable, advanced, and dynamically capable version yet. How awesome is this? And if you are someone who is wondering, but sir, what is the point of this tool? Can't I just press Ctrl F and try to find Range Rover Sport and then get all the information? Here is the major difference. For example, if you notice, the next page that I have talks about Refocus delivered 1.5 billion of value in the year. Nowhere is Range Rover Sport mentioned, but Range Rover Sport is a part of it. This entire Refocus, Range Rover is a part of it. So if I try to Control F, find in page, I will not find this information. But what if I told you AI can understand it as a brain like you? The new Range Rover Sport is a part of the Refocus achievement in FY22, which delivered 1.5 billion pounds of value in the year. Is there a word called Range Rover Sport? Absolutely not. So if you try to Control F, you will not get it. But AI is smarter than you and I combined, and it can literally do all of this faster than you, better than you, and literally at a lightning speed, isn't it? How many of you all here are now able to understand the importance of this tool? And how many of you all here, all the researchers, all the people who read PDFs on a constant basis, have I saved you hours of your work, hours of your job just with the single tool? Can you imagine that? Everything is done all with the help of this one tool. AI generated summary, AI generated chat. You can talk to your PDF no matter how big or small the PDF is. And you can also have handwritten notes and scanned documents as well. So everything is acceptable. As I told you, it's mentioned right here in your resource links as well. So you can literally have handwritten notes and scanned images as well. All of this right here, and it's called chatwithpdf.ai as well. How about that? And guys, speaking of this, all right, so I've shown you how to use this amazing tool called Chat with PDF. Now, here's the thing. How many of y'all, okay, let me go ahead and ask you a question. How many of y'all here belong to the IT industry? Drop in a yes in the Zoom chat. How many of y'all belong to the IT industry? Anyone? Coder, developer, analyst, anyone? How many of y'all, now, all those people who do not belong to the IT industry, let me know in the Zoom chat. How many of y'all do not belong to the IT industry? Okay, here's the thing. All of y'all who do not belong to the IT industry, I'll ask you a simple question. If you're someone who is old enough, right, to be having a job in your 2000s, that is 2000 se leke 2010, even if you didn't have a job, how many of you all noticed that from 2000 to 2010, there was an IT boom in India where all these companies like Wipro, Infosys, Accenture, Capgemini, all these companies, TCS, all of these companies became extremely big? Drop in a yes if you have understood that. Yeah, makes sense? Here's the thing. Everyone, when this IT boom was happening, every single person who joined the IT industry stood a chance to make crazy amount of money, because wherever there is a boom, you get to make a lot of money there. So just like how you had an IT boom back in the 2000s, how many of you all agree that in the year 2020 se leke 2030, the entire decade, not even a year, an entire decade, the boom is going to be of not just IT, but AI and data as well. Do you agree with that? How many of you all feel this entire decade has to go to AI, data, and IT? So if you're someone who always wanted to make a career into data, IT, or AI, and you thought, sir, how do I make a career? I don't know how to code. I don't know how to write any single line of code. What if I told you in 2024, you do not need to learn how to code in order to build applications or be a part of the IT, AI, or data industry? I myself, I'm a proof of it, isn't it? So guys, my question to you is, all of y'all who do not belong to the IT industry and all of y'all who belong to it, I have something for you also. Don't worry about that. Wait for it. All right. All of y'all who do not belong to the IT industry, my question to you is, do you want to learn a secret tool which will help you write any code in any language, Python, R, C, C++, Java, Ruby, etc., without writing any single line of code yourself, without having any coding knowledge? Work 10 times faster as a coding professional. So all those coding professionals already in the IT industry, would you like to work 10 times faster and get majority of your work done with the help of AI? Would you like to also debug your code, that is, make your code error-free using the power of AI? Yeah, let's do this. So guys, here's the thing. Whenever most people ask me, sir, and this is a common question, right? You also might have wondered about this. Sir, what do I use? What is a better tool, ChatGPT or Google Bard? I'm sure you must have wondered about that, right? What is a better tool, ChatGPT or Google Bard or something else? Here's the answer. You use ChatGPT for everything in the entire world except one thing. And you know what that one thing is? That one thing is coding. You do not use ChatGPT for coding because there is something which is way better in terms of generating code as compared to ChatGPT. And that tool is nothing but Google Gemini. Google Gemini is the one tool that I suggest to my users to literally write better and faster code than any human being at all. And why do I say that? Because this Google Gemini, by the way, Google Bard has now been renamed to Google Gemini. So Google Gemini, Google Bard is the same thing. It's not a different thing, it's the same thing. It allows you to use AI to write top quality code in any language without learning coding. And trust me when I say this, I have written more than, I would say, 400 times different kinds of codes. In tens of thousands of lines have I written code with the help of Google Gemini, and I have never even once gotten a wrong answer. I don't know how, but Google has trained Google Gemini in such a manner that it is literally not going to give you any kind of errors in your codes. Let me go ahead and give you an example for the same, and all the coders, non-coders will understand why it is so good. All right. So have a look at this, guys. Let's say I have a question. Give me a Python code to do binary search and print for one test case. Now, what is binary search? What is one test case? Again, all of this is what you can understand later. It's a part of prompt engineering, which is the skill of writing your prompt, knowing what to tell ChatGPT or Google Gemini or Claude AI or etc. etc. That's called prompt engineering. All right. But for now, let me go ahead and show you the power of Google Gemini. Have a look at this. Right here, I'm on Google Gemini and I will simply paste it. Give me a Python code to do binary search and print for one test case. It will take me 5 seconds to write this prompt. And the moment I click on the send button, it will take another 4 seconds to generate the entire Python code. Have a look at this, guys. Everything has been given to me right here. And this is an entire code that I can literally simply copy, and then use it wherever I want. How many of you all the IT professionals, all those IT brothers, sisters right now on this call, my question to you is, if you had to, first of all, is this code correct? And if you had to write this code yourself, would you agree it would take you at least 5 times more time as compared to how much time I took? I took 9 seconds. How many of y'all agree it will take you 45 seconds minimum? Most of y'all would say yes, yeah, or way more than that. How about that? 2 minutes, half an hour, at least 1 to 2 minutes, all right? 10 minutes, okay. Don't tell my boss. All right, 5 minutes. Okay. Guys, here's the thing. This is just one example. And this is not the crazy part. If you think this is the crazy part, you haven't joined my workshop for that. Let me show you something even better. All right. Have a look at this. If I just go here, where is Google Gemini? There you go. I can literally convert this Python code into any other language. R, Java, C, C++, anything. And the moment I click on submit, give me the same code in R, Java, C, C++. 1, 2, 3, 3 seconds. And now I have an entire code in R. R is a language, by the way. R entire language then you have Java, then you have C, then you have C++. Drop in a big yes in the chat, whether you are a coder, non-coder, any background. How many of y'all agree this will definitely take you not even 5 times, at least 20 times more time as compared to what AI took? 3 into 20. That's how much? 60, isn't it? How many of y'all think it will take you more than a minute at least? All right, 99 times. All right, you are right. That is the thing, guys. You use AI to get better at your work. You do not be scared of AI continuously if you are using AI in your work to do things like this. You can literally finish your work in 1/10 the time. If you work for 9 hours in a job, you can finish 20 hours of your work by doing things like this. Drop in a yes if you agree with that fact, guys. If you start working smarter like this, 9 hours can you do 20 hours of work? That is the fastest way to get a promotion or a salary hike. Make my word. Take my word for it. How about that? And guys, here's the thing. If you think, sir, but these are just codes, how do I use? I'll show you, my friend. In the next half an hour, I will show you an entire application that I have built with the help of AI generated code. Yes, you heard that right. AI generated code. I will show you an entire application that I have built with the help of these kind of codes. And here's the thing. All the IT professionals, can I ask you a question? Can you tell me, this is a question only for IT support, IT professionals. Can you tell me, guys, what is the one thing that you hate doing once you are done writing your code, but you have to do it before sending it further? Let me know in the Zoom chat the one thing that you hate doing, but karna to hai. What is that one thing? Debugging? Absolutely. Testing the code? Yes, debugging, which is a part of testing as well, right? Right? So would you like to debug with the help of AI? What if I told you from today onwards, you never have to debug your code manually? Will I make your job 50% easier if I do that? Yeah. Let's do this. Chalo. All right. Maza aa raha hai. Chalo. I see so many of you all dropping in a big yes. Let's do this. The name of the tool which can help you debug your code with the help of AI, it's called debugcode.ai. Let me go ahead and show you how, my friend, you can literally use AI to check for any bugs in your code and correct it without learning coding. Forget knowing coding. You don't know coding. Then what do? I will show you what you can do. Have a look at this. Guys, let's take the example of what we have just done. No pehle se banaya hua example. Right now, I'm showing you an example. Have a look at this. This is the entire Python code, correct? I will copy this code. Okay. I will go to debugcode.ai. Now here I have the option to choose which particular language do I want to debug my code in. And don't worry, just because you see 4 options doesn't mean these are the only 4 options. You can go with Ruby, you can go with SQL, structured query language, everything. So if you say other, you can choose all the other options. Here you have the most common ones. So don't worry about that. You have all the normal options as well. Let's say I go with Python. Because my code is in Python, I'll go with Python. I will go here and simply paste my entire code. Okay. And let's say I make a manual error because this code is perfect. There is no error. But if I manually make an error, let's say I go here and I simply remove the -1 and I remove the +1. So I've made this mistake of not having -1 and +1. All I have to do is go here and simply say, I am not getting the correct output. Drop in a yes if you agree. Whether you are a coder, non-coder, or a third standard student, you can write these words. I am not getting the correct output. Yes, easy hai. No rocket science. The moment I click on start solving, you know what it will do? It will literally go ahead and debug the entire code for you. It might take 1 to 2 minutes. So instead of waiting for that, what I have done is I have literally done the same thing before the entire workshop. Have a look at this. Guys, here I have the same mistake. +1, -1. It has been removed. And do you see what's happening here? Your code is almost correct, but it seems you accidentally left the update expressions of start and end incomplete. And it has written the entire code for you, and it has corrected the entire code for you as well. Do you see this? +1, +1, corrected here. And this is going to literally be something you can copy and paste wherever you want. So all those people who are into IT or who are into coding, how many of you all now do not feel the need to debug your code from tomorrow onwards? Let me know by dropping in a big, wide yes in the Zoom chat. How many of you all here are like this smiling at this point? Everything is done with the help of AI. All of it is done. Easy, right? And this is something, as you can see, by the way, it took less than 1 minute. The work is done here also. You see this? This is how it works. That's how it is. You use AI, you work smarter and you work faster. As simple as that. Now, guys, let me go ahead and give you one more example. How about this? How many of you all here would like to? How many of you all here would like to build a personal brand? How many of you all here would like to Instagram, Facebook, etc., but you think you do not have the time for it? Who will actually go ahead and post every single day, reply to comments, do all of that? Drop in a yes if you think that's something that you don't have the time for. Let me ask you one more question. How many of you all here want to network with the best of the best people of this country, but you don't think they will reply to you? You don't think you will be able to reach out to them? How many of you all here? You must have some idol or some mentor in your domain that you want to network with, isn't it? So I have a question for you. Would you like to become an expert at any topic in the entire world? And yes, I'm saying it out loud. So listen to me very carefully. Would you like to become an expert at any topic in the entire world without spending the time to become an expert? Would you like to impress everyone in your entire office, in your entire domain, in your entire industry, and build a personal brand on social media without much effort? Would you like to have an assistant for free that will work for you 10 times faster? Let's do this. What am I about to reveal? What is there in this magic box that I have? Let me tell you all about it. All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and show you a Chrome extension. This Chrome extension is going to literally change the way you network and talk to people. The name of this extension, which will make all of this possible, point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, all of this possible for you, it's called Merlin AI. Yes, you heard that right. It's called Merlin, Merlin, Merlin AI. And you can literally install it in any browser. Chrome, Edge, Safari, Firefox, whatever you use. Doesn't matter. MacBook, Windows, it's there everywhere. All you have to do is later. Do not do it right now. If you do it right now, you will miss out on your learning. Your choice. All right. You can later Google Merlin Chrome extension or Merlin Safari extension, blah, blah, blah. I will give you a direct link that you can open and get the extension for yourself. So don't worry about that. All right. But once you install this Merlin extension, it will sit in your browser just like this. One small cute icon, as you can see, it's right here. Now, all you have to do is the following. So have a look at this, guys. Here I have a post. Okay, so I run a business, right? My company is Skill Nation. It's the most profitable edtech coaching business in the entire country right now. The most profitable edtech business in the country right now is Skill Nation. So I run that company. Okay, now I would want to network with this person, for example, whose name is Sarthak Ahuja. Now, what will I do? If I directly reach out to Sarthak, I can reach out to him and I can get networked, connected with him because I have built a personal brand for myself. Let's say you are doing it, for example, you directly cannot reach out to him because your profile is not that strong. You hardly have connections, nothing like that. What will you do? Here is a post by Sarthak. All right. For example, here is a post by Sarthak. He keeps on talking about different things. For example, here he is talking about the pan masala market in India, the details of pan masala market, the players in it, etc., etc. I want to network with him. What will I do? The moment I have Merlin installed, see what happens. I can literally, and can I tell you something? I haven't read this post. When I give this example to my students, I make sure